Recently, a lot of people would have heard about the issues we get with these short-faced or brachycephalic breed dogs. So I thought I'd really try to demonstrate what it's like being a brachycephalic dog. So really, dogs need a good airway for two reasons. Obviously there's breathing, and there's also losing heat, so panting. And that short face really affects both those functions. So what I'm going to do is basically turn myself into a brachycephalic dog. So I'm going to get rid of my ability to cool off, and of course we sweat, so I'm going to wrap myself in a bit of cling film and cut off most of my cooling ability. And then I'm going to give myself an airway similar to a pug or a French bulldog. Now, the way to really think about it, this is the size airway that a pug or a French bulldog should have if they were a normal dog. This is the size they generally do have, so massive difference. So I'm going to do the equivalent to myself. So this is the size airway I should have, and I'm going to take myself down a few notches to sort of what would be equivalent to a brachycephalic airway for a dog my size. So I'm going to get myself ready, and then I'm going to go for a bit of a run.
Up and then...
Yep, around my back. So this is me turning myself into a brachycephalic dog, so getting most of my ability to sweat. It's a pretty warm day, so it's about 34 degrees out here, so I do want to be able to sweat ideally. Go back around and then we'll go around my body. And already I'm starting to feel pretty uncomfortable, so this is really this is me doing this for just a few minutes. These poor dogs do this for their entire life. Legs individually. Just so I can run. Wrap myself up, so that's most of my cooling ability gone. To keep it real, I've left my head out, but even just the process of getting wrapped up, I'm starting to sweat, and if I was a pug I'd already be panting quite heavily. And in dogs, that panting actually uses a lot of energy. The muscles have to contract a lot, and so it actually generates its own heat, so it can become a bit of a vicious cycle where these short-faced dogs, they try to pant to cool. It's an inefficient panting, but their muscles contracting creates more heat energy, and so we end up where they can really cycle out of control quite quickly. So from here I'm going to give myself a pug airway. So my old airway's gone, this is my new airway, and then I'm going to glad wrap my face a little bit, and I can live the life of a pug, and I'm going to go for a bit of a run. So that's my nose taken out of action for breathing. It's just going to be the tube from here. So I'll go for a bit of a run. I'm going to try to run for 5 minutes, but I'll see how long I last, because I'm not convinced that this is going to end well. So here I go. I'm struggling for breath already. I'm going to do that once more. I can't do that breathing anymore. It's no wonder these dogs really struggle. So you've got to remember, if I was a pug, that would be my cooling as well, which is really severely affected by that breathing. So I can't do that with the tube anymore. I'm going to run without it, because it's just I can barely walk. So I'm going to go for a bit more of a run, but I need to breathe. I can feel myself sweating a lot under here, but it's completely inefficient sweating, just like these dogs panting. It's just not doing the job. So I'm gonna go again, and then I think that's all my body's gonna take. That's enough of that. So when I first thought of this idea, I was going to do this for half an hour, but I tell you, 5 minutes of being a pug or a French bulldog is more than enough. I've finished. So to show you what my body was trying to do to cool, this is the amount I was sweating. That's just a few minutes worth of sweat, so you can tell my body just wasn't able to keep up, and that's a pug's life.